Order. Take to yourself the Hansard. Yeah. Korea Kimani.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. When I've watched the debates yesterday and today, I celebrate the democracy that our forefathers fought for. That Kenyans across the political divide can sit down for hours on end and discuss issues of this country. And as it has been said, the conversation on our country is no longer about our communities, it is about of how to grow our economy and our country. When we have differed on the how, not on the what we need to do as a country in order to become a growing economy. But Honorable Speaker, sadly, this debate has been skewed in a different way because of the fallacies and the lies have been told. Honorable Speaker, I have seen some members and members of the public say that the bill introduces taxation on cancer patients. I have gone through the bill word by word, clause by clause, and there is absolutely nothing on this bill that mentions about cancer patients. These falsehoods to emotionalize our members of the public is immoral, is wrong, and it is very distasteful. We have seen a lot of contestation, especially by our young people, that there is introduced taxation on digital content creation. Honorable Speaker, this is far from truth. In fact, the bill proposes to exclude content creation that does not lead to money generation. The rejection of this bill will make our content creators worse off than they are in the current provisions of the law. The current provision of the Finance Act talks about content creation even when it is not monetized. This proposes to delete content creation that is not monetized, and that is a fact of the matter. So for a content rejection means that you'll that last year in the moment. Watch the debate on towels. Honorable Speaker, I grew up during napkin times when children used to be napped with napkins, and I've seen how diapers has revolutionized and modernized our women. A few years ago, Honorable Speaker, the quality of a good mother and a good wife was known by how well she washed the napkins for her children. They used to soak them at night with jik, with hot water, and their hands them. And a good wife was known by how well she washed the napkins for her children. They used to soak them at night with jik, with hot water, and tie their hands to wash them white. And when neighbors would pass, they would watch how white they are, and the quality of that wife and mother was based on how white those napkins are. Therefore, where we are in diapers, we have greatly revolutionized and given dignity to our wives and to our mothers. What this bill proposes is to give them more dignity by making them use diapers and sanitary towels that they can be good quality, that are affordable, and we can sustain their safety. That is why we are saying that let us use our own locally manufactured products. Honorable Speaker, how much do we hate ourselves as Kenyans that we demonize our capacity to manufacture here locally? How much do we hate our young people that would rather export these jobs to India and China and not have them here in Kenya, Honorable Speaker? We have seen the government allocate resources to ensure we have free sanitary towels for our school-going children. How much do we hate us that do we hate ourselves that we want this money to go to India and China and not to our locally manufactured, and not to our local manufacturers here in Kenya, Honorable Speaker? These arguments came last year. And Honorable Speaker, this House made two, just to emphasize, two difficult decisions. One of them was imposing import duty and excise duty on imported furniture. As we speak, Honorable Speaker, that tax and policy measure has seen the furniture being used in this country, being locally manufactured and creating jobs for young people. If you go to the big furniture shops, like tiles and carpets and the others, they have all started local assembly and local manufacture of furniture. And therefore, the furniture that we are using, courtesy of the Finance Act of 2023, is what is made here locally, Honorable Speaker. Last year, we zero-rated local assembly of mobile phones. As a result, we are producing 400,000 phones every day for the market. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, it means and demonstrates that giving tax incentives to manufacturers leads to the growth of local manufacturing and continues with the mantle of Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. Honorable Speaker, this bill proposes to exempt pensions payment, to increase pension payments to be tax exempt for salaried people from 20,000 to 30,000. Rejection of this bill, Honorable Speaker, would mean that these pension contributions to take care of us when they get old is going to be tax exempt, and therefore Kenyans will be worse off if this bill is rejected, if the amendments as proposed in the bill. On pay as you earn, Honorable Speaker, all statutory deductions, which are housing levy, chief, and NSSF, have been proposed in the report of this committee to be tax allowable for pay as you earn. Rejection of this bill as amended by this committee would mean that our salaried Kenyans will have less disposable income to take home if this bill as amended is going to be rejected. Honorable Speaker, on the ease of doing business, if you have sales that are that are above 5 million shillings, you are subject to VAT registration. This bill and the report of this committee recommends increasing this from 5 million to 8 million shillings. Therefore, rejection of this bill will, as amended by the committee, will make it more difficult for our businesses. Honorable Speaker, you had the complaints on eating systems last year for our avocado farmers and for the young traders. This bill, as proposed with the proposed amendment by the committee, is exempting subsistence farmers and SMEs with a turnover of less than 1 million shillings from...
Yes, order. Jared Okello, what is the point of order? And under what standing order are you raising? Give him the mic.
I thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise on a point of order number 91. Honorable Speaker, there is a pattern that is developing into this House that each time we come up with objectivity on a matter such as this, we are being told that CDF will be reduced, there will be no Kera roads. This kind of blackmail must stop, Honorable Speaker. We must always
What is out
engage.
of order?
What is out of order is what the chair of the Finance Committee is telling us, Honorable Speaker, that it will reduce even issues of this House, Honorable Speaker. But I also reject this bill in total in line with Nyando.
Order, Jared. That is called rigging. Finish up, Kimani.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So saying that, Honorable Speaker, this bill, the challenges that have had on ETIMS and the complaints by our farmers and our SMEs has made this committee recommend the removal of the requirement of registration for ETIMS for farmers and has advocated for what we call reverse invoicing and the reduction of this of the threshold for registration to those with a turnover of 1 million shillings. Honorable Speaker, this is going to lead to a more ease of doing business, Honorable Speaker. On the matter of internet and all this space around internet, Honorable Speaker, this bill proposes to increase investment deductions for fiber, for identifiable rights to the fiber optic cable and spectrum license by a telecommunication operator by 10%. This is going to enhance availability and the rollout of fiber optic and internet connectivity to the whole country, Honorable Speaker. Lastly, I know the generation behind us is used, their quickest mode of communication is platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Honorable Speaker, if you check that platform, the reels are very short, and therefore the way of communication is sensationalized. I'm really urging our young generation, the people that are calling me on my phone, I took my lunch break yesterday and my lunch break today to return all the calls I got to my phone. And I was asking them, you are telling me to reject. Tell me what you want to reject in this bill. Then they say, we have a katatu. I am asking them, what clause is adding additional taxes and difficulty of doing business? They say, we have a katatu, because they have not taken time to understand this. And with that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to reply.
Order, honorable members. Members on their feet, take your seats. He has concluded, Babu. Order. Order, members, take your seats. Member for Bumola, take your seat. Member, take your seats. Member for Kuresoi. Honorable members, Nyamita, take your seats. Honorable Nyamita, you can't be strolling around the house when you are being told to take your seat. Honorable members, we have come to the end of debate on this bill, the Finance Bill, National Assembly, Bill number 30 of 2024. Before I put the question, I want to direct the House as follows. My question will not attract a voice vote. We will go straight into division. I had directed the House yesterday, and I repeated this morning, that in the interest of proper time management, the voting will be electronic. Order. 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 Honorable Kajwang. Honorable Kajwang, you are my junior but a senior lawyer, and I expect a lot more from you. Honorable members, the Speaker can read the mood in the House. I don't want to give anybody an excuse to go and play to the gallery. Whether you vote electronically or you vote manually, the result is the same. Order. 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 I have consulted with your leaders. Order. I've consulted with your leaders, and they do not have a hard feeling either way. Order. 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 Consequently, I'll put the question. I'll direct thereafter the division bell to be rung for 5 minutes. The whips, if your members are still loitering out there, you have 5 minutes to get them into the House. Within the 5 minutes, the whips on either side, bring your two tellers and we will then close the bar and go into manual voting. Order, honorable members, order. Order. I now put the question. I'll now put the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, be now read a second time. As many as of that opinion say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. Order. 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 Order, honorable members. Order. Take your seats. Take your seats. Order, honorable members. Take your seats. You are being disorderly. Before even the speaker announces the outcome of the voice vote, you are on your feet claiming a division, meaning you are claiming that you have lost. All right? Order, Millie Odhiambo. In my many years in this house, I've never heard of the winner claiming a division. It's only the losing side that claims a division. So why are you demonstrating this? I put the question again. Order. I'll now put the question again, which is that the Finance Bill, I like the comic relief in the house, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, be now read a second time. As many as of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Order, take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. Order, honorable members. Order, take your seats. Order, take your seats. Order, Mwango, take your seat. Honorable Mwango. The claim for a division is overwhelming. We don't need to count. I now direct that the division bell be rung for 5 minutes. Junet and Osoro provide 2 tellers each. And after 5 minutes, we'll cross the bar and go to a roll call vote.
Well, as directed by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, is that the division bell be rung. This is for 10 minutes. And of course, this is the part where the members of the National Assembly will be taking a vote on whether the bill, that is the Finance Bill 2024, whether it be read a second time. And it has been indicated by the Speaker that the vote will be a roll call vote. What we have just witnessed is that the members have taken a vote. That is when the speaker indicated that those who are of that opinion that the bill be read a second time say yes, and those who are not of that opinion say no. And it was realized that the ayes had it, but of course there was a claim for division, and that is what has necessitated this particular division. By roll call means that the members will be called by name to give their opinion on the position on whether that particular bill be read a second time. Remember, this is the point that usually comes after the bill, after debate on that bill has taken place extensively and also exhaustively on the floor of the House. The finance bill debate has been on for close to 2 days, as it started on Wednesday, that is yesterday in the morning, throughout the day, and this morning, before that debate was concluded just a few minutes ago. And the next stage is for the bill to be read a second time for it to be able to proceed to the next stage. That is for consideration of the amendments at the committee of the whole House stage. Once that 5-minute division bell is over, as directed by the Speaker, the whips of the House, this means the whip from the majority side as well as the whip from the minority side, will be required to give out two tellers who will be standing on the dispatch area, where they will be able to guide or see the process of voting that will be taking place from either sides or from both sides. This is sort of to guard those votes that will be coming in from the members on the two sides. At this point, the whips also are needed to whip their members inside the chambers. Remember, at this point is where both sides need their members to be in the chambers. As you can see, the House is fully occupied, or we could say the members have come out in their numbers, of course, to give their position on this bill. There have been contentious clauses on the bill, and therefore Kenyans out there, of course, are looking at which way the members will be taking their way with regards to this particular bill. Once the 5 minutes division bell is over, the doors will be closed and the bars drawn. That would mean that the members who are not inside the chambers will have been locked out. And this is the point. This is sort of like an allowance time for the whip to be able to call their members who may be within the precincts of parliament but not inside the chambers to make their way inside that particular house so that they can fully participate in taking that vote. Remember, the side of the opposition have been keen, saying that they will be opposing this bill in its totality.
So the chief whips there in the National Assembly have 10 minutes to whip their members in support of the second reading of the finance bill. There has been debate. The Speaker of the National Assembly, that is Moses Wetangula, presided over that session, gave an hour, and opinion was taken, including from the chair of the National Assembly Finance and National Planning Committee, Kuria Kimani. So now they have 10 minutes to whip their members before they take a vote. And there has been contention over whether that vote should be should be electronic or through acclamation. That is, they say yay or they say nay. And as they proceeded with debate today, having begun yesterday. They did at the very start discuss the security measures that have been put in place around Parliament. There was a concern expressed by the minority leader, Opio Wandai, that MPs were having a difficult time accessing the precincts because of the police presence and all their equipment around Parliament blocking access to the protesters. But the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, assured them that no one would be denied access. In fact, he said he had not received a report of any of the members of Parliament being denied access to the precincts. The protesters, on the other hand, have been held at bay. Protests were held throughout the country today. Aside from Nairobi, Mombasa also had a second day of protests. We saw protests in Kisumu, in Eldoret, in Nakuru, in Bungoma, in Kakamega, and the list goes on. Earlier today, we did have, during the daybreak, discussion over proposed cuts by Treasury following the report that came out of the public participation exercise conducted by the Finance and National Planning Committee led by Kimani Kuria. And there were a raft of proposed cuts, including to CDF. But more surprisingly, we have cuts that impact the pledges that have been made with regard to the intern JSS teachers being taken on as permanent and pensionable. And we've also had, as proposed for a cut, medical interns. And I'll just read out the figures to you now. But the school feeding program is one of those that will face a cut if the proposals by Treasury CS Njuguna Ndongo are adopted. There's also 15 billion shillings for road projects that is targeted to be cut. And the list goes on. Some of these are current expenditure. Some of them will impact development. And we wait to see how that will impact the vote around the finance bill, if members of parliament will feel the pressure and bow to the revenue-raising measures contained in the finance bill, or they will listen to those protesters who have, at least in Nairobi for 2 days on Tuesday and today, Thursday, have been camped outside Parliament, occupying, quote-unquote, occupying Parliament. So there is 451 million for operations under the Office of the President, which would be targeted for a cut should the status quo remain, that being the concessions made by President William Ruto's administration to scrap various things contained in the bill, including the 2.5% on that. The 2.5% levy that would have been imposed on those with motor vehicles, also edible oil, that of the eco levy. So those cuts, Treasury says, necessitate cuts in other areas. And aside from the 451 million shillings for operations under the Office of the President, there's some $500 million for operations under State House. Security operations under internal security would face a 2 billion shilling cut, according to Treasury. And security operations and modernization under the Ministry of Defense would have to face a slashing of their budget by 7.75 billion. The list goes on and also includes pending bills, which would face a cut of 5 billion shillings, according to the Treasury Cabinet Secretary. Equalization fund arrears of 1 billion shillings would also be targeted, as well as civil servant insurance schemes to the tune of 1 billion shillings. Ongoing road projects would be impacted to the tune of 15 billion shillings, and construction of markets 2.1 billion shillings. The list is quite long and includes last mile connectivity and street lighting at 7.27 billion shillings. And I see here on the list as well, the Coffee Cherry Fund would be impacted, new KCC mop-up of milk, and GAF would also face a slash of 900 billion shillings for the provision of sanitary towels and 600 million shillings for development. The political parties fund would also be out 900 million shillings, and the figures do go on. But the more live wire issues, of course, as I mentioned earlier, have to do with deferment in confirmation of interns to permanent and pensionable, and hiring of more JSS teachers. And I had mentioned earlier that of medical interns. So I see now that the members are seated. So we cross back to Parliament and let's see which way it goes.
Bars be drawn. Doors be locked. Do I put the question again before the start? Honorable members, take your seats. Honorable members, take your seat. Johanna. Thank you. Take your seat. Vindiciri, take your seat. Order. Order, honorable members. Honorable members, the following have been appointed by the whips as tellers. For the ayes: Robert Bokose MP, Eric Wamumbi MP. For the noes: Julius Mawathe MP, Jared Okello MP. The vote available to each member is ayes, which is yes, nays, which is no, and the third vote is abstention. Those of you who wish to abstain, you record your name at the clerk's desk when you are called, or when you shout that you abstain. I'll now, pardon? Order, Dedimas. I know that we have locked the doors out there. In case of extreme pressure for any member to go to the washrooms behind the speaker's chair are still available. But I'm not encouraging a queue towards those facilities, because under your standing orders, when a vote is being taken, no member is allowed to walk around. You remain in your seats. You remain silent. When you are called out to vote, it is you to say yes or no. Any member who interjects and becomes a nuisance, the speaker has the right to declare your vote invalid. Don't go that route. I now put the question once again, as is required by the standing orders, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2024, be now read a second time. Clerk, you can start with the roll call. And members, when you are called, if you maintain silence, you have your microphones, and some of you have got very loud voices because your vote is not necessarily going to the Hansa. You can shout from where you are, and there will be nobody required to assist anybody in shouting. Every individual is voting on their own. And I repeat, if you engage in the kind of conduct my brother from Budalangi normally does, your vote will be declared invalid. Order. Clerk, can we proceed? They tell us, order, Honorable Angela, take your seat, my brother.
Ainab Koi, Chepkonga Kiprono Samuel. Ainamoy Langat Benjamin Kipkrui. Aldai Kitani Marian Jebet. Alego Usonga Atandi Samuel Onunga. Awendo Owino John Walter. Bahati Mrembo Irene Njoki. Bahati Mrembo Irene Njoki. Balambala Shurie Abdi Omar. Balambala Shurie Abdi Omar. Baringo County.
Order. Order. Babo Wino. Order. Honorable Babo Wino. You are grossly disorderly. You are not Shure of Balambala. And you cannot do what you are doing. You are a decent young man. I don't know why you keep doing these things. Order. Honorable Tellers and the clerk, be on the lookout. A member who is called is the only one entitled to vote. And I want to encourage you, Opio and I, to counsel your members. Ichungwa, counsel your members. Let's not engage in disgraceful behavior.
Baringo County.
Is absent.
Balambala Shurie Abdi Omar.
Absent.
Baringo County, Sergon Florence Jematia. Baringo Central, Kandie Joshua Kipiegon.
I vote yes.
Baringo North, Kipkoros Joseph Maglap. Baringo South, Kamuren Charles. Belgut, Koech Nelson. Bobasi, Momanyi Innocent Obiri. Bamachoge Borabu, Barongo Nolfason Obadia. Bamachoge Chache, Alpha Miruka Undeki. Bomet County, Lynette Chepkoril. Bomet East, Yegon Richard Kipkemoy.
No, Bomet Central.
Bomet Central, Kilel Richard Cheruyot. Bonchari.
Bomet East, yes. Bomet.
Sorry, let me repeat. Allow me. Bomet East, Yegon Richard Kipkemoy. Bonchari, Mamwacha Onchoke Charles. Bondo Ogola Gideon. Bondo Ogola Gideon Ochanda. Borabu.
Order, members. No cheering. There's no vote that attracts any cheering. Remain silent.
Borabu Osero Patrick Kibagendi.
I vote no.
Budalangi Wanjala Rafael Sauti Bita. Bumula Wamboka Nelson Jack. Bungoma County Abilianga Catherine Nanjala. Bura Yakub Ado Kuno. Bura Yakub Ado Kuno. Bureti Komingoi Kibet Kirui. Busia County Omanyo Catherine Nahambi. Butere Mwale Nicholas Tindi. Butula Oyula Joseph. Buuri Muruidhania Rindikiri Mugambi. Centro Imenti Kirima Moses Ngochine. Changamwe Shimbwa Omar Mwinyi. Shebalungu Koech Victor Kipngetich. Cherangani Barasa Patrick Simiu.
I vote no.
Chesume Diego Paul Kibichi. Chuka Iganga Ngombe Mtwega Patrick Munene. Dadab Farah Maalim. Dagoreti North Elachi Beatrice. Dagoreti South Waweru John Kiarie.
I vote yes.
Eldama Ravine Sirma.
Order clerk, order Honorable Junet. In the course of voting, the House does not entertain anything else. No points of order, no moving around. The tellers and the clerks are not complaining. They're okay. So, order, honorable members. Order. You have given these 4 honorable members a responsibility to guard, to oversee, to protect your vote. Trust them. Any member who has a stress in his voice or her voice that needs a mic, is a portable mic, but continue the way you are doing.
The stress is on the other side.
Eldama Ravine Sirma Musa Cherutich.
I vote yes.
Eldas Kenan Adan Welie.
Yes.
Elgeo Marakwet Jepto Ngerechei Caroline. Embakasi Central Gadiro Majadong Benjamin. Embakasi Central Gadiro Majadong Benjamin. Embakasi East Babu Owino Ongili. Babu Owino Ongili. Embakasi North Gakuya James Mwangi. Embakasi North Gakuya James Mwangi.
The tellers say they have had you vote no. So why do you want the microphone again? Take your seat.
Embakasi North Gakuya James Mwangi. Embakasi South Mawade Julius Musili.
On behalf of Embakasi South people, I vote no.
Embakasi West Mwenje Mark Samuel Mureithi. Embu County, double N Pamela Njoki. Mgwen, Lelmegit Joses Kipto. Emuhaya, Omboko Milemba. Emurwa Dikir, Johanna Ngeno. Endebes, Pukose Robert.
Yes.
Fafi Yakub Farah Sala. Fafi Yakub Sara.
It's 14 years.
Funyula Oundo Wilberforce Jambo. Galole Hiribaye Said Buya. Poster. Ganze Tengule Charo Kenneth Kazungu. Garissa County, Siad Udgon Amina. Garissa Township, Baro Deko Mohammed. Garsen, Guyo Ali Wario. Gatanga, Moreu Wakili Edward. Gatundu North, Kururia Njoroge. Gatundu North, Kururia Njoroge. Gatundu South, Kagombe Gabriel. Game, Elisha Odhiambo. Gichugu, Githinji Robert Gichimu. Gilgil, Mother Wangari. Githunguri, Wamuchomba Gadhoni. Hamisi, Gimose Charles Gumini.
Yes. Where is he? Where is he?
Hamisi, Gimose Charles Gumini.
He's there. Yes. Yes.
Homa Bay County, Bensuda Osogo Atieno. Homa Bay Town, Kaluma George Peter Opondo. Igembe Central, Karithi Kiili Daniel. Igembe North, Julius Taitumu. Igembe South, John Paul Mwirigi. Ijara, Abdi Ali Abdi. Ikolomani, Shinali Bernard Masaka. Ikolomani, Shinali Bernard Masaka.
Yes. Yes.
Isiolo County, Mumina Golo. Isiolo County, Mumina Golo Bonaya.
Yes.
Isiolo North, Lomwa Joseph Samal.
What? Upset.
Isiolo South, Tubi Bidu Mohammed.
Honorable members, your colleague, Honorable Tubi of Isiolo South, is recuperating in Nairobi Hospital. I talked to him this afternoon. Let's pray for him. There is no vote for him. Go.
Jomvu, Badibadi Twalib. Juja, Koimbori George. Juja, Koimbori George. Kabete Wamashukuru James. Kabete Wamashukuru James.
Yes. That is there. Yes. That's what it is.
Kabondo Kasipul. Eve Obara Akini. Kabuchai Kalasinga Wekesa Majimbo. Kacheliba, Titus Lote. Kacheliba, Titus Lote.
Yes.
Kaiti, Kimilu Joseph Kivinda. Kajiado County, Sankaire Lea Sopiato. Kajiado Central, Memusi Kanchori. Kajiado East, Kakuta Maimai. Kajiado North, Onesmus Ngogoyo. Kajiado South, Sakimba Parashina Samuel. Kajiado West, Sunkuya George. Kakamega County, LC Muhanda. Kakamega County, LC Muhanda. Kaloleni, Katana Paul Kahindi. Kamukonji, Hassan Abdi Yusuf. Kandara, Chege Njoguna. Kandui, Makali John. Kangema, Peter Irungu Kihongi. Kangundo, Fabian Chule Muli. Kapenguria, Moroto Samuel Chumel.
Yes.
Kapsaret, Oscar Su.
Yes.
Karachuonyo, Adipo Andrew Okwome. Kasarani, Karauri Ronald Kamwiko. Kasipul, Were Charles Ongondo. Kadiani, Robert Mbui. Keio North, Adams Kipsanai. Keio South, Gideon Kemayo. Kericho County, Beatrice Kemei. Keses, Julius Ruto. Huisero, Aseka Christopher. Kiamba, Kawanjiko John. Kiambu, Waithaka John. Kiambu County, Wamuratha Ann Wanjiku. Kibra, Peter Orero.
I vote no.
Kibwezi East, Jessica Mbalu. Kibwezi West, Mutuse Mwengi.
Yes.
Kieni, Wainaina Njoroge. Kigumo, Joseph Munyoro. Kiharu, Ndindi Nyoro. Kikuyu, Anthony Kimani Ichungwa.
No.
Kilgoris, Julius Sunkuli. Kilifi County, Gertrude Mbeyu. Kilifi North, Owen Bayer. Kilifi South, Richard Ken Chonga. Kilome, Nzambia Kidwa. Kimilili, Didmas Barasa Wekesa. Kiminini Kakai Bisau. Kinango Gonzi Rai. Kinangop Kwenya Dhuku.
Yes.
Kinangop Kwenya Dhuku.
Yes.
Kipipiri Wanjiku Muhea. Kipkelion East Cherorot Joseph. Kipkelion West Hillary Kiplangat Kosgei. Kirinyaga County Jane Maina. Kirinyaga County Jane Maina Njeri. Kirinyaga Central Joseph Gitari. Kisauni Bedzimba Rashid Juma. Kisii County Donya Doris Aburi. Kisii County Donya Doris Aburi.
Absent.
Kisumu County Ruth Othiambo Busia Odinga. Kisumu Central Oron Joshua Odongo. Kisumu East Shakil Shabir.
Absent.
Kisumu West Rosa Buyu. Kitui County Kasalu Irene Mudhoni. Kitui Central Makali Benson Mulu. Kitui East Nimrod Mbai. Kitui Rural Mboni Mwalika. Kitui South Recho Nyamae Kaki.
Yes.
Kitui West Edith Nyenze. Kitutu Chache North Japheth Nyakundi Mokaya. Kitutu Chache South Kibagendi Anthony. Kitutu Masaba Gesairo Clive Ombane. Konoin Yegon Richard. Kuresoi North Mutai Alfred. Kulesoi North Mutai Alfred.
Yes.
Kulesoi South Tonui Joseph. Kuria East Kitayama Maisori Marwa. Kuria West Mathias Robi. Kwale County Fatuma Masito Hamisi. Kwanza Fanidad Wanyonyi. Lafe Abdurrahman Mohamed Abdi. Lafe Abdurrahman Mohamed Abdi. Lagdera Mohamed Hussein Abdikadir.
Yes.
Laikipia County Jane Kagiri. Laikipia East Kiunjuri Festus. Laikipia North Sara Korere. Laikipia West Stephen Wachira Karani. Leisamis Joseph Lekuton. Lamu County Mudhoni Marubu. Lamu East Rueda Obo. Lamu West Stanley Mudama. Langata Felix Adiwol Kothe. Lari Kahangara Joseph. Likoni Mishi Mboko, Likuyani Innocent Mugabe, Limuru John Chege Kiragu, Loima Protas Akuja, Luanda Dick Maungu, Lugari Nabii Naboera Daraja, Lunga Lunga Chiforomondo Mangale Munga, Lurambi Titus Hamala Mkhwana, Mara Kareke Mbiuki, Coast County Joyce Kamene, Machakos Town Caleb Mule,
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Makandara George Aladwa, Makueni Suzanne Donge Kiamba, Makueni County Rose Mumo Museo, Malava Malulu Ichendi, Malindi Amina Mnyanzi, Mandera North Sheikh Bashir Abdurai, Mandera County Umuhel Kasim, Mandera East Abdurrahman Hussein Waitan Mohammed, Mandera South Abdul Ibrahim Haro, Mandera West Yusuf Adan Haji,
Yes.
Mandera West Yusuf Adan Haji,
Yes.
Manyata Mukunji John, Manyata Mukunji John,
Let him take again. Let him take again.
Yes. Repeat.
Maragua, Maragua Wamaua Njoroge, Marakwet East David Bowen, Marakwet West Kipchumba Toroitich, Marsabit County Naomi Wako, Masinga Joshua Mwalio, Masinga Joshua Mwalio, Matayos Joyfrey Odanga, Madare Antonio Roach, Madioya Edwin Mugogi Choki,
That should be a spoil for
Madira Eric Mwangi Kahogu,
I vote yes.
Matuga Kasim Sawa Tandaza,
Yes.
Matungu Nabalido Peter Oscar,
Yes.
Matungulu Stephen Mule, Mavoko Patrick Kingola Macau, Mbere North Geoffrey Kariuki Kiringa,
Yes.
Mbere South Nabat Bernard Muriuki,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boni, Erastus Kibasu. Meru County, Elizabeth Kailemia Karambu. Migori County, Fatuma Mohammed Zainab.
Order members. Baba, we not go back to your seat. Go back to your seat. Order members. Exercise of decorum. Junaid Mohammed, who is the chief whip of the minority, has not notified the speaker of the change of any teller. And you also go through elections. Once you appoint accounting agent, it remains accounting agent to the end. Isn't that so?
Mogotio, Kiborek Ruben. Moiben, Barto Phyllis. Molo, Kuria Francis Kimani.
No, this is yes. Yes. Audio is a yes.
Mogotio, Kiborek Ruben.
It was yes. No. Yes.
Kiborek.
Yes, it's a yes.
Mombasa County, Zamzam Mohammed. Mosop, Abraham Kirwa. Moyale, Jaldesa Guyo. Msambweni, Salim Faisal. Mount Elgon Fred Kapondi. Moroni, Koyo James. Mukurweni, Kaguchia John. Mumias East, Salasia Peter.
That is a spoiled vote. Well.
Mumias West.
Order. Order members. Order. Honorable Salasia, you are treated as if you have not voted. Can you vote? No theatrics.
Mumias West, Johnson Naika. Murang'a County, Betty Maina Njeri.
Yes.
Mvita Machele Mohammed. Mwala Musioka Vincent Musau. Mwatate Peter Shake. Mwea Mary Maingi.
That's a spoiled vote. Yes. Mr. Speaker, that's a spoiled vote.
Mwingi Central.
Avoid making speeches when you vote. Where can you vote?
Mary Maingi.
Okay.
Mwingi Central. Mulyungi Gideon Mutemi.
On behalf of Mwingi Central, I vote no.
Mwingi North, Nzengu Paul. Mwingi West, Charles Nguna.
I vote no.
Nairobi County, Pasari Zesta.
Now that is another spoiled vote. Other spoiled vote.
Order.
Naivasha, Jane Kihara. Nakuru, Chelule Liza. Nakuru Town East, David Gikaria. Nakuru Town West, Samuel Arama. Nambale, Godfrey Mulanya. Nandi County, Cynthia Muge. Nandi Hills, Bernard Kitur. Nandi County, Cynthia Muge. Nandi Hills, Kitur Bernard.
Absent.
Narok County, Rebecca Tonkei. Narok East, Armat Lemanken.
Yes.
Narok North, Agnes Pareyo. Narok North, Agnes Pareyo. Narok South, Kitilai Olentutu. Narok West, Gabriel Tongoyo. Navajolo, Emmanuel Wangwe. Daragwa, George Gachagua. Ndiwa, Martin Peters Owino. Ndia, GK Kariuki Macharia. Njoro, Charity Kadhambi Chepkwoni. Charity Kadhambi.
Yes.
North Hor, Buyo Ade Wario. North Imenti, Rahim Daud. North Mugirango, Joash Nyamoko. Nyakach, Aduma Joshua Award. Nyali, Muhammad Ali. Nyali, Muhammad Ali. Nyamira, Jerusha Momanyi.
Yes.
Nyandarua County, Faith Gitau. Nyando, Jared Okelo.
Nyando, vote no.
Nyaribari Chache, Zahil Janda. Nyaribari Masaba, Daniel Manduku. Nyatike, Tom Boya Ondege. Nyeri County, Rahab Mukami. Nyeri Town, Duncan Madenge. Oljororok, Michael Muchira. Ol Kalau, Kiaraho David. Odaya, Michael Wainaina. Pokot South, Kosing David. Rabbi, Anthony Kenga Mupe. Rabbi, Anthony Kenga Mupe. Rangwe, Gogo Lilian. Rarieda, Paul Otiende Amolo. Rongai, Paul Kibet Jebot. Rongo, Paul Abod. Roy Sambu, Mwafrika Kamande.
Yes.
Ruaraka, Tom Joseph Kajwang. Ruiru, Simon Kingara. Runyenjes, Karemba Eric Muchangi. Sabatia, Sloya Clement Logova. Sabatia, Sloya Clement Logova. Saboti, Caleb Amisi. Saku, Dido Raso. Samburu County, Pauline Lengurus.
Yes.
Samburu East, Lekumontare Jackson Letoijoni.
Yes.
Samburu North, Letepila Dominic.
Yes.
Samburu West, Josephine Lesuda Naisula.
Microphone.
Josephine Naisula Lesuda.
Mike.
Give her the mic.
I vote no.
Seme James Nikal. Chinyalu Frederick.
Yes.
Chinyalu Frederick Ikana.
Yes. Igana, yes.
Seme Chinyalu Frederick Ikana.
Yes.
Siaya County, Christine Ombaka. Sigor Peter Rochakapong. Sigoret Soin, Justice Kemei. Sirisia John Waluke. Sotik Francis Sigei. Saudi Menti, Shadrach Mwiti. Shadrach Mwiti, South Menti. South Mugirango, Silvana Sosoro. Soy, David Kiplangat. Starehe, Amos Mwago. Suba North, Millie Grace Odiamo. Suba South, Karorio Mondi.
Yes.
Subukia, Samuel Gachobe.
Yes. Okay, yes. He's there, he's voted. He's there.
Suna East, Junet Mohammed. Suna West, Francis Masara. Taita Taveta County, Lydia Haika Mziki. Tana River County, Amina Deka. Tarbaj, Bare Hussein Abdi.
Yes.
Tarbaj, Bare Hussein Abdi.
Yes.
Taveta, John Okano Bwire. Teso North, Oku Kaunya. Teso South, Mary Amase. Teso South, Tetu. Joyfrey Wandeto. Daraka, George Murugara. Tharaka Nithi County, Susan Ngugi. Tharaka Nithi County, Susan Ngugi. Thika Town, Alice Nganga. Tiati, William Kamket. Tiati, William Kamket. Tigania East, Mpuru Aburi. Tigania West, John Mutunga. Tinderet, Julius Meli. Tongaren, John Chikati. Trans Nzoia County, Lilian Sioi.
Order. The Chief Whip on the minority side informs me that he is appointed member for Kumula to relieve Honorable Mawade as a teller.
Trans Nzoia County, Lilian Sioi.
Yes.
Tarbo, Janet Citiene. Turkana County, Cecilia Ngetit. Turkana County, Cecilia Ngetit. Turkana Central, Joseph Namor Emade. Turkana East, Nicholas Gikolok Ngikor. Turkana East, Nicholas Ngikolong Ngikor. Turkana North, Paul Ekom Nabuin. Turkana South, John Ariko. Turkana West, Nanok Daniel.
Yes.
Uasin County, Gladys Boss. Gladys Boss. Ugenya, David Ochieng. Ugenya, David Ochieng.
Is here.
Ugunja, James Wandai.
Upio.
James Wandai.
Party leader. My party leader. No.
Oriri, Mark Nyamita. Vihiga, Ernest Kivai Kagesi. Vihiga, Ernest Kivai Kagesi.
Yes.
Vihiga County, Beatrice Adagala.
Yes. She's here.
Beatrice Adagala. Voi, Abdi Chome. Wajir County, Fatuma Jeho. Wajir County, Fatuma Jeho. Wajir East, Daud Adan Mohammed. Wajir East, Daud Adan Mohammed. Wajir North, Abdi Saneh. Wajir South, Ado Mohammed. Wajir South, Abdi Mohammed. Ado.
Yes. Yes.
Wajir West, Farah Yusuf Mohammed.
No.
Webuye East, Martin Pepela Wanyonyi.
Yes. Yes.
Nafikiri kuna mtu hapa uzetiki na wanasema mtende nini?
Abdi Daud Mohammed is out of the country. Webuye East, Daniel Wanyama.
West, Webuye West.
Webuye West, Daniel Wanyama.
Yes. Yes.
West Mugirango, Stephen Mogaka. West Pokot County, Rael Kasiwai Chepkemoi.
Okay, give it. West Pokot, Kasiwai Rael Chepkemoi. West Pokot, Kasiwai Rael Chepkemoi.
She's there. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Westlands, Wetangula Timothy Wanyonyi. Wundanyi, Mwakuona Danson Mwashako. Yata, Basil Robert Ngui. Yata, Basil Robert Ngui.
They are alive. No, they are alive. Yeah.
Ali Abdisirat Khalif.
Yes.
Chege Sabina Wanjiru.
Absent.
Dira Joseph Hamisi.
Yes.
Harun Suleka Holbale.
Yes.
Ikiara Dorothy Modoni. Iraya Joseph Wainaina. Koske Joseph Kipkemo.
On the fourth, yes.
May want to repeat that. What is the
It's at the corner there.
It's at the corner.
At the corner there. Iraya.
No, Koske.
Yes.
Okay. I will repeat. Koske Jackson Kipkemo.
Yes.
He's a, yeah. Mayaka Irene Nyakerario.
Iraya ndio ule. Naona kwa kona huko. Iraya. Kona pale. Exactly.
Irene Mayaka is here.
Mayaka Irene Nyakerario.
Mpe mic. Vote. Hakuna. Sema tu. Give her mic.
On behalf of Gen Z and the people of Nyamira, I vote no.
Mohammed Khair Harun.
She is not nominated in Nyamira. That is a spoiled vote. She's here. Mic. Mpe mic.
As a Gen Z of the House, born in the year 1996, I say no.
Teresia Wanjiru Mwangi. Teresia Wanjiru Mwangi. Okay. John Mbadi Ngongo.
Vote. Sauti, vote. Vote. Mike.
The authentic vote for Suba South is no.
Talib Abubakar Ahmed. Talib Abubakar Ahmed.
There.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Done. Order. Is there any member in the house? Order. Order. Is there any member in the house who has not followed? Everybody. Proceed with the
And there we have it, a tabulation of the vote on whether the Finance Bill 2024 should move to the next stage, and that is from the second reading to the committee stage. It is at the committee stage that the proposals of the Finance and National Planning Committee would be considered. The second reading, which is what we've just come out of, is where there was debate on the bill, and therein the House usually sits in plenary and they debate the merits and demerits of the bill, and the debate follows the moving of the bill by the sponsor and its seconding by any member. It was in the first stage, the first reading of the bill, where we had the finance bill committed to the Finance and National Planning Committee. Thereafter, they facilitated public participation, took into consideration the views and recommendations of the public while considering the bill, and then prepared its report for the House. And then the committee proceeded to scrutinize the bill and compiled a report for the House, and with specific proposed amendments, which will be considered in the committee of the whole House. That is the committee stage of the processing of the bill. Now, in the committee stage, which is what would come next, should those who voted yes that it moved to the next stage emerge a victor, because there was contention as to whether they should vote electronically, as to whether it should move ahead to the next stage, or by acclamation. They settled for acclamation, and so the names of each and every member of parliament who sits in the National Assembly, including the nominated members of parliament, were called out, and they shouted out either yes or no. So that is what is happening there on your screen. The majority and minority nominated what you would call agents, and those are the 4 members of parliament. You see 2 for each side, confirming that the vote was indeed recorded as shouted out, either yes or no for each member of parliament, and now they are carrying out their tabulations. So should it progress to the next stage, and that is coming out of the debate stage to the committee stage, to the debate on the bill having happened in the second reading, they now move to the phase where they consider the amendments proposed by the committee. Now, at this stage, the House resolves itself into a committee which is comprised of the whole membership of the Assembly. The committee is presided by the Deputy Speaker or any member of the chairperson's panel, who at this stage sits at the clerk's table, quote unquote, sandwiched between the 2 clerks, who call out the clauses of the bill sequentially for consideration. Any proposed amendments to the bill are considered and a vote taken on each. Consideration normally commences with Clause 3 or Clause 2 if it does not provide for definition of terms, and terminates with a consideration and vote on any schedules, and ultimately Clause 1, which provides for the bill's title and commencement. The Committee of the Whole House approves clauses and any schedules of the bill with or without amendments. At the conclusion, the committee, through the chairperson, immediately submits a report to the House seeking the approval of the House. The guiding principle, there we go, let's take a listen.
Order, honorable members, order. Order, honorable members. Order. The voting is not over until the results are announced. Take your seats. Order, members, take your seats. Kawanjiku, take your seats. Order. Honorable members, the tellers are not sure whether Honorable Sane voted or not. He's coming to confirm.
What is your name? Yes. What is your name?
You are satisfied?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Sane, take your seat. Order, honorable members, will tell us now walk to the bar. Will the tellers walk to the bar? Order.
Honorable Speaker, the division on the second reading of the Finance Bill 2024-14, the ayes 204, nays 115, abstention,
Order.
abstention 0.
Haya.
Order. Order, Honorable Millie. Order. 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 The results of the vote are not announced by the teller. Order. Honorable members, the results of the division on second reading of the Finance Bill 2024 is as follows. Ayes 204, nays 115, abstentions nil. So the ayes have it. Order. I now order for the bill to be read the second time. Order. Order, the House. The House is in session. Order. Order. Clerk. Order.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the law relating to various taxes and duties and for matters incidental thereto.
Honorable members, the matter of the finance bill is now over. You wait for the committee of the whole. Those who have amendments to file, you know the deadline was 1 o'clock. The clerk and his team will process those amendments. And as you are told, the House will sit on Tuesday morning when we'll proceed on the same matter. I now order that the next order be open the bar, open the doors. Now call out the next order.
Order number 9, motion, consideration of Senate amendments to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 10 of 2024.
So there you have it. The results are in. The Finance Bill of 2024 moves to the next stage, which is the committee stage, where amendments to the bill will be considered, including those made or proposed in the report by the National Assembly Finance and Planning Committee, and that will be considered on Tuesday morning, as per the instructions given there by the Speaker of the National Assembly, that is Moses Wetangula. So it has sailed through the second reading, at which there was a debate on the House having received in the first stage. The finance bill in the first stage is usually committed to a departmental committee. In this case, the Finance and National Planning Committee. Thereafter, they undertake public participation, the public participation exercise, and take into consideration the views submitted to them by the sponsor of the bill, as it is a money bill, as well as those of various stakeholders and experts. Thereafter, they table their report, and then the second stage commences, and that is where there is debate on the bill. And now it moves to the committee stage, where the proposals will be considered clause by clause, either to be adopted or not adopted. So that is the next stage. The protests, at least in Nairobi, continue. And we saw them earlier today across the country, where Kisumu joined in Nakuru. Protests were also held in Nakuru town. We also saw them in other towns, including Bungoma, Kakamega. We saw them in Meru, in Kisii, even at the coast. Mombasa for the second day, having joined in yesterday and continuing today. For those just joining us, the Finance Bill of 2024 moves to the next stage, where amendments to the bill will be considered. Let us listen in.
Those who are recessing out of the chamber, do so quietly. The House is not adjourned, the House is in session. Honorable Murugara, proceed.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Unatazama Sound Candid Talk. Toa sauti yako usikike. kwenye kilele cha Mount Kenya hadi mabonde ya Keio Valley. Hii ni Sound Candid Talk. Tunajipenyeza kwenye vitongoji, mijini na jijini kukuletea matokeo ya matukio kila yanavyoibuka. Mbashara. Tazama Sound Candid Talk kwa habari sahihi.